Hey there, theorists. Today we're diving deep into the terrifying world of Five Nights at Freddy's to unravel the mystery behind the deadly spring lock suits. These suits, a marvel of engineering for their time, served a dual purpose: to entertain children as lovable animatronic characters and, believe it or not, to allow humans to wear them. Yes, you heard right. But this dual functionality came with a fatal flaw, a terrifying risk that turned these technological marvels into death traps. The spring locks, the very mechanisms that allowed for this dual purpose, were also the source of their danger, capable of transforming a fun-loving character into a gruesome instrument of death. These suits, central to the lore of Five Nights at Freddy's, represent a bygone era of animatronics, a time when innovation superseded safety. Their existence begs the question, what cost is too high for entertainment? Let's explore the mechanics of these suits and the horrific consequences of their failures, forever etching them in the annals of horror gaming history. Imagine a suit, part robot, part costume, held together by a network of intricate locks and springs. That's the basic idea behind the spring lock suits. These contraptions were designed to contract or loosen depending on the position of the spring locks, allowing a person to fit inside the suit or retract the mechanisms to let the animatronic parts take over. Think of it like a complex puzzle box, where one wrong move could spell disaster. The springs would hold the suit's heavy endoskeleton in place, allowing a performer to step inside and manipulate the character's movements. However, these springs were notoriously unstable and highly sensitive to moisture and sudden movements. The performer inside had to maintain a specific posture, a delicate dance to avoid putting pressure on the spring locks. One wrong move, one jolt, one drop of sweat too many could cause the springs to snap, triggering a gruesome and fatal event. The terrifying consequences of spring lock failures are best exemplified by the infamous Bite of '83. This tragic incident, shrouded in mystery and whispered among fans, marked a turning point in the Five Nights at Freddy's lore, forever changing the fate of the franchise. While the exact details remain shrouded in mystery, piecing together in-game clues and Phone Guy's cryptic messages paints a horrifying picture. A spring lock failure within one of the Fredbear's Family Diner suits led to a horrific injury of a young patron, forever changing the face of the franchise. The incident forced the closure of Fredbear's Family Diner, casting a long shadow over the subsequent iterations of the pizzeria and serving as a constant reminder of the inherent dangers lurking within the seemingly innocent animatronic characters. Imagine the sheer terror of being trapped inside a spring lock suit as the mechanisms malfunction. The once whimsical character transforms into a metal coffin, its sharp metal components impaling the wearer in a gruesome embrace. The agony would be unimaginable. The springs, designed to hold the suit together, would snap with immense force, driving metal parts into the wearer's body. The victim, trapped within the suit, would be left to suffer a slow and agonizing death, their screams muffled by the very character meant to bring joy. This horrifying scenario is not just a figment of our imagination, it's a terrifying reality hinted at throughout the Five Nights at Freddy's universe, leaving players to grapple with the gruesome implications. Section 5. William Afton's Demise Karma in a spring lock suit. Perhaps the most chilling example of a spring lock failure is the fate of William Afton, the man who orchestrated the tragedies that plagued the Five Nights at Freddy's universe. Afton, driven by his own twisted desires, met a karmic end within the very suits he used to carry out his heinous acts. Seeking refuge from the vengeful spirits of his victims, Afton hid within the Spring Bonnie suit, unaware of the faulty spring locks. The moisture from his own fear and desperation triggered the deadly mechanisms, crushing him within the suit. The irony is palpable, the creator becoming a victim of his own creation. Afton's demise serves as a chilling reminder of the consequences of his actions, forever binding him to the horrors he unleashed. Section 6. The Mutilated Victims. Evidence of gruesome deaths. The gruesome aftermath of spring lock failures is a recurring motif throughout the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. Players are confronted with haunting evidence of these tragedies, piecing together the horrifying fates of the victims. From bloodstains and scratch marks within the suits to the mangled animatronic parts scattered throughout the pizzeria, the game leaves no doubt about the brutality of these events. These chilling details, often hidden in plain sight, add a layer of unsettling realism to the game's atmosphere, forcing players to confront the horrific reality behind the fun facade. Section 7, The Curse of the Spring Suits, haunting reminders of tragedy. The spring-lock suits, once symbols of innovation and entertainment, have become haunting reminders of the tragedies that transpired. They represent the dark underbelly of technological advancement, a stark reminder that progress without safety can have devastating consequences. These suits are more than just animatronic shells, they are vessels of pain, fear, and suffering, forever linked to the souls trapped within their twisted metal embrace. The curse of the spring lock suits permeates the Five Nights at Freddy's lore, serving as a constant source of terror and intrigue. Section 8, Beyond the Suits, the enduring legacy of fear. The legacy of the spring lock suits extends far beyond their physical presence. They have become symbolic of the franchise's exploration of fear, morality, and the consequences of unchecked ambition. The terror they evoke is not just about jump scares and eerie sound design, it stems from the unsettling reality of their mechanics, the knowledge that such horrors could potentially exist in our world. The spring lock suits continue to captivate and terrify players, solidifying their place in the pantheon of horror gaming icons. Section 9, Unanswered Questions, The Mysteries Remain. Even with all the evidence and theories surrounding the spring lock suits, many mysteries remain. The exact circumstances surrounding the Bite of 83, the true extent of William Afton's crimes, and the fate of all the victims are still shrouded in secrecy. These unanswered questions continue to fuel speculation and debate among the Five Nights at Freddy's community, ensuring that the legacy of the spring lock suits and the terror they embody lives on. Until next time, theorists, keep those theories coming, and remember, the truth is out there somewhere.